YouTube, welcome. And today we're going to do a fuel pump on the 2019 RDX. We already have the fuel pump in here, we have the tool, and the first thing we're going to do is open the driver's rear door and we're going to lift up the seat. As you can see, I have a couple tools here. Flashlight, yep, flashlight, very important. And I have my clip popper, and you're going to see why I have my clip popper. I'm going to lift up the seat. To lift up the seat, you're going to pull the seat up, and you have like a little small pulling tab here. You're going to pull the tab and lift up the seat. You're going to do that for both sides. You see the tab? We're going to pull the tab and lift up the seat. We're going to do that for both sides. I took up both of them, both clips off, and the seat now come up. I'm going to put this here just to hold the seat, just like that, as you can see. All right, that's a little trick. Don't tell nobody. All right, so we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, and we're going to disconnect the pump. We have 1, 2, then 3. All right, take those 3 out. They're away. As you can see, we got a connector here. This connector, just press the tab and pull the connector up. There we go. Now this is the fuel line. You're gonna have to wait for the fuel to lose the pressure. You wait 20 minutes after you turn off the car, or you can do it with a can tool. It's up to you, but I already wait 20 minutes, so it should be no pressure on the fuel line. To disconnect it, you're gonna press this tab right here, and you're gonna pull on it. You're gonna hold this tab, and you're gonna pull on it. Of course, some fuel gonna come out, so I'm gonna put some rack here for the fuel that comes out. Yeah, I got my rack here, and I'm gonna just disconnect my line. Yeah, see, some of them came off still, but not as much. After 20 minutes of leaving the car off, that will have some fuel in there. Just gotta make sure that you clean that part, those fuel. So you're gonna tuck this somewhere here, so you can work normally. All right, just gonna tuck it in somewhere like around here, and you're gonna just clean the fuel. This special tool has 3 little tabs that are gonna fall into the secure cap for this fuel tank. Okay, we put a little extension here, and we're just gonna rotate it. A little bit of force. You're gonna hear that. This coming off, this coming off, and this coming off. All right, now we just got to lift up the pump. All right, so to lift up the pump, just wiggle it up and it's gonna come off. Now you're gonna replace this little gasket and this little tab. All right, so let's get this out of the gas tank and let's take it out. Pulling this up, you have to be careful with the flow because you can damage the flow. Okay, so you're gonna pull it up and you're gonna do this, and you can see the flow on top of this hose. You see that hose? You're gonna have to disconnect that hose. Take the flow out. Be careful with the float. Make sure the float is out of the tank so you can have space, and then that's very delicate. You have to be careful. And just disconnect this. Press the 2 tabs and pull the hose off. Just like that. See that? We're gonna have to take this out of here, and we're gonna have to take this little gasket off too. Oh. All right. So make sure that you left this upside down for at least 5-10 minutes so all the fuel comes out. As you can see, we still got some fuel coming out. All right. We're gonna put it right here, and we're gonna take it apart. We got a new fuel pump here to replace it inside. So the first step is we're gonna disconnect it from here. So we're gonna take this off. We're gonna disconnect the float and the pump from here. Just press this here, it comes up, and take this off, up, and the way that the flow comes out, you gotta press this tab right here, Press this tab and push up. And the flow comes out. That's the way the flow comes out. We're going to remove this. Lift the top. Take it off. And we're going to remove the hose from here. Take the hose from here. I'm going to lift this up a little bit. I'm going to hold it and lift this one up too. As you can see, it's coming up. And the last one. And it's just come up just like that. Now, we're gonna have to remove this part right here from the pump. So the way you do it is, you push this down and take those little top off right here. This your retainer comes out. And we're gonna be able to take it out. The proper way is to use this. Just come out, all right? So the spring comes out and this whole thing comes out. Put the spring on the side, put it on the other side, and then just bring the pump up. Now you gotta take the pump, there's a top here. You have to remove that top. And that comes up like that. Yep. So this comes, it's separate like that. I'm gonna just put this in here for a minute. And we're gonna take this apart next. To take the pump out, we're just gonna lift up this three tabs right here. And the pump gonna just comes out this way. Make sure you take this little collar and the seal off. I'm gonna leave this here for a minute. And this is the pump we're going to replace for the new one. I'm gonna open the new fuel pump. We have the new cap, brand new cap, and new seal. You see that? New cap and new seal. New retainer for the top and for the bottom. And the actual pump. So we have everything we need. The new ones and the old ones. So we're gonna disconnect this to place this pump on the hose. I mean on the box and the hose. Okay, and we're going to return it with all the components that we have. And we're gonna put our new pump in the housing already. We have two little small O-rings. Don't get it confused because you get one here and the other O-ring is go here. So the thick one goes here and the small one, the thin one, goes here. So don't get it confused, all right? Let's get it done. So first of all, we put the collar on and we get our good gasket. We got a gasket and we're just gonna guide our pump in that direction, just like that. The rubber seal has to go into that hole, and this opening down there has to be open for the connection. So we're gonna put a little bit of WD-40 or oil, whatever you decide. We're just gonna guide it to it. And we're just gonna press in like that. We got a connection here. Just gonna connect the electrical connection now. Disconnect it. And we're going to put it inside the housing, okay? So we're taking this little rubber seal to replace it later on. as you can see here. Right, we're just gonna guide it like this. Oh, rubber seal. Get the rubber seal out. Get it out now. That's the old one. Just put your pump through it. Just like that. Make sure the taps are here, here, and here, like this, and that's it for the pump. Put the rubber seal in, and then we secure this top right here. We're gonna click on it. Really nice and satisfying sound. Make sure this is in here, and this goes in here. Clip on it, clip. All right. Then now we're gonna put our spring and retainers, just like that. Okay. So we're gonna take out the new retainers, and we're gonna put the spring on this side. So this housing, the spring goes on this side. As you can see, you got a little opening here. This side don't have the opening, so the spring goes here. So it goes on this side. Put the spring onto a little shaft here, and we're just gonna the shaft, and just while we hold it down, I'm gonna put this in here. Make sure it's all the way in, like that. And here is in. Make sure it's spring good. Okay. I'll put this. Okay, this coming in here, here, and we're gonna route our cables now. We got our float here. Very delicate part. Just be careful. This little opening goes here, and it's holding by the clip. Just place it on, hold the flush, and push it down like that. Nothing to interfere in this, and just route it here, 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 and plug it in. So this plug will not go to the wrong place. So if I try to do this, it will not go in there. So you cannot mess this up. Plug this one in. And plug this one in here. We got the routing. Make sure that up and down is good. This is good. Let's replace our little taps now that we are here. So we don't have to do it inside. Just put it in like that, and just replace this one by lifting the tap up, and put it in. Ready to bring this into the vehicle. Remember, careful with the float. All right, we have our hose here. We're gonna just plug in. Not the one. As you can see that the one I need just fell off. Just reach it and plug it in. The way you're gonna do is you're gonna put the float in first and go down nice and slow like that, right? And this particular pump is easy to guide it because the way we took it out, it was just like that. This part goes here. Just make sure you put it back how you got it. We got to put the seal on. All right, so we're gonna put the seal, and we're gonna put the cap on. Okay, we got the seal all around. Yep, and we're just gonna push it down and hold it. in the spot. You can see, just push down. It's gonna be a little resistance. A little bit of resistance. If you're not sure, you can always take it out again and do it. Make sure the seal is there. Yep. And just push it in again. Okay, right there. And the top. This cap has a sign here that says upside, so you cannot confuse it. So upside meaning go upside. This can go anywhere. It doesn't have any direction where you have to go. The only thing is just you have to put it where these little metal tabs all are below the cap. You can see that. You can see that. And when you tighten it by hand, then you use the tool. We got the cap on. We're just gonna put the tool into the place where we're supposed to. We're gonna put our wrench here. Make sure it's on, and we're just gonna go. You gotta go until you hear that the clip. That right there, and you can see it by the cap lining up with this in the middle of that. All right, we just connect the hose for the fuel fit, and we connect the fuel pump and fuel flow, and we go check it out. We're gonna put the key on first and make sure that everything works before we actually close. All right, first I'm just gonna put the key on by double press the button. Make sure that my fuel is showing half. It's good. And I'll wait a couple seconds and just start the car. Make sure the car is good. This car is starting. No light, no nothing. We're just gonna put those screws on and close it up. Open it up. As you can see, everything is fine. I just gotta put this screws on. 1, 2. The good thing about this fuel pump with the RDX is you don't have to torque down that cap. In other models, that cap is a really pain in the behind to torque. Just put the seat down, make sure they are clipped on. Yep, clipped on, and let's pick up everything, and we're all set. And that's how you do a fuel pump and the 2019 20 or 21 RDX. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. See you around YouTube. Bye.